Hello, favorite class of bilingual education. I'm going to try to explain something about percentages today. Actually, with this note or this explanation, you can do a whole chapter. Well, let's see. This is how to do the percentage questions. Of course, you have to read the question really well and then ask yourself the question, is the question how many percent? Well, when that's the case, you answer you use this formula, number divided by total times 100%, or you use new minus old divided by old times 100%. And the second one, new minus old, you use that when you have two time periods, for instance, today and 5 weeks ago. When the question is not give a percentage, but give a number or an amount or something like that, you use the formula new is slope times old. And well, I'm going to explain more about that. So again, is the answer asking percentage, you use this one when you have two time periods, and this is when you have no moments of time. If the answer is not in percentages, you use new is slope times old. And you can get three options. The purple one when it's an increase, the second one it's a decrease, and the last one when you just ask a percentage. What's important with increasing and decreasing is that when nothing changes, it stays at 100%. So for example, with the purple one, it's increased added with 13.6%, so that means if nothing changed, it stays at 100%, does change, plus 13.6 is 113.6, and then the slope is 1.136. Because you can't calculate with the percentages, you have to get rid of the percentage sign by dividing by 100. With a decrease, it's actually the same. You start with 100% when nothing changes, you subtract 29.3, and then you have the new percentage 70.7, and then the slope divided by 100 is 0.707. 16% from 100 people wants to get back to school, and that means you have no increase or no decrease, so that means the slope is 0.16. 150 of 1200 students have an expensive headphone. The question should be, what's the percentage? Okay, you can pause it to answer the question yourself. And the first question you have to ask yourself, what formula to use? Well, that's number divided by total because there's no time lapse. So number is 150, total is 1200 times 100%, and you have the new answer 12.5%. Second example, new 25% of 30 students, you use the formula new is slope times old, because it's not asked how many percent, it's no time lapse, no increase, no decrease, I'm sorry, so that means the slope is 0.25. To calculate it, you get 0.25 times 30, that's 7.5. With rounding off with people, I see all kinds of strange things. If the question is just what the answer is, just leave 7.5. Don't round off to 8. Just answer 7.5. That's a little bit strange, but you have to just leave the number. I'm sometimes hearing that 7.5 is rounded off to 7 because there are no 8 people, and that's not right. When you have to round off, when the question is round off to whole numbers, you just have to use the mathematical rules, and that means 0.5, 7.5 is rounded off to 8. But you can just leave 7.5. Okay. The price was 320 euros. Now it is 380. It's probably about the money a math teacher earns in an hour. Which formula to use? you use new minus old divided by old because there is a time lapse. It was 320 and now it is 380. New is 380 and old is 320. So that means you get this as an answer. You can, if you use your calculator, to be sure, put this in brackets. New cow will be a 70,000 seater, old cow 45,000. What's the percent increase? Again, you have a time lapse, the new one and the old one, so you use new minus old divided by old. New 70,000, where is it here? Old is 45,000. Just to calculate it, put this in brackets to be sure, and times 100%, and the answer is 55.56. Again, how to calculate the slope. When nothing changes, the price stays at 100%. So when it's increased, it will be 150%. That means the slope is 1.15. Decreased by 24%. 100% minus 24 is 76. Okay, difficult question. Pause it if you want. I'm going to continue. You're going to use the formula mu is old times slope. Of course, the old number is 0.24, but what is the slope? When nothing changes, it stays at 100%. It is increased by a lot, 1350. So that means the new percentage is 1450, and the slope is 14.5. So 0.25 is the old one. The slope is 14.5. It's €3.48. iPhone 8 used to cost €600. Special price only for you, 16% discount. You use the formula mu all times slope. What is the slope? 100 minus 16 because it's a discount. So when it stays the same as 100, it doesn't stay the same. It's decreased by 16, so 84. And then the slope 0.84 calculated, and hachiki day. Again, increase by 5%, 105, so the slope is 1.05. Decrease by 12%, the slope will be 100 minus 12, so that's 0.88. I hope you get this, try it and practice it a lot with this. A more difficult question is when you know the new price, but the question is, what's the old price? You use this formula. The old price is the new price divided by the slope. And the slope again is 100% plus the new percentage divided by 100. PS5 will be 14% cheaper. The price changed to €1,200. The question is, what was the old price? Well, first calculate the slope. It's cheaper, so that means it's decreased. 100% minus 14 divided by 100, that means the slope is 0.86. The old price, sorry, the new price was 1200, slope is 0.86, meaning that the answer now is 1395.35. What really is important with all these questions with percentages, think logical. If this answer was €700, that's strange because you know, if you read this, that the price would be higher. If the answer was 2,500,000, you also think maybe that's not really the case. Try and practice, enjoy it, put a thumbs up, and of course abonneren, I don't know the English word, sorry, and talk to you later. Bye bye.